Hey guys, today we are going to be installing a new outdoor shower. It's all going to be off grid, and I think we have a pretty cool idea of something really simple to put up so that you can have a shower on your land very quick. We're going to be using the same system sort of that we had on our other shower, and then we actually have this pole right here that had our internet on it, but we had to have the internet moved because we moved out of the camper, and so it was right here for the camper. And so we took the little internet box off of here, and we're going to use that to mount all the shower stuff on because it's really secure. I mean, it is really in here, and so we've kind of been like, what are we gonna do with this massive 6x6 that is concreted into the ground? So that's what we're gonna do with it. So we're going to be using our Jackery to power the shower. The Jackery is a solar generator, and as you can see right now we have it plugged into these Jackery solar panels. Okay. We actually have two solar panels over there that we plug the Jackery into through the house when it's over there, but right now since it's out here we just plug these in.
First thing we're going to do is put one of these T-posts in. We're going to put multiple T-posts in. Really?
And on over there. Yeah. Once we put the tarp up, you'll understand more what's happening. But this is going to be an opening, so this is how you get into the shower. But there will be right here part of the tarp, and there will be tarp here, so you'll walk into this space and you'll shower right here. Maybe we'll figure out something that we can hang between these, so you can like hang a towel, or I guess maybe you want to hang, I know what we could do. We could put the towel, like a hook on this side for a towel. That's what we'll do. So this idea came from basically trying to figure out how we could make a more sturdy shower covering, if you will, like the walls, than like those pop-up tents, because we actually got one to reset this up because our first one collapsed, and it is so flimsy and it was kind of short, honestly. And so we were like, how can we do this with stuff that we already have? And we have T-posts, we have tons of tarps, tons of T-posts, tons of tarps just on land, and somewhere I've got zip ties. And that's how this idea was born, and I think it's gonna work pretty well.
Kitties are going to be laughing.
Well, let me see. Yeah, I mean,
We acknowledge, if you can see, that your tatas might be hanging out the
they're
top.
not, mine are literally, look, this is, my head is gonna be sticking out. If I get further away, maybe.
My idea, which probably what I'm gonna do, is just get some sort of plastic chair and sit down while I shower. That would be really nice. I'm taller than Savannah,
Yeah.
and
Well, it'd be better if we had taller T-posts, but
Yes.
these are,
yeah, this is what we had, and I can sit down and shower. It's cool, man. I'll enjoy it, you know. That'll be nice. So.
oh, I have an idea. What if we use this crap? Is that sturdy enough? And we attached it to the T-post.
Make it taller.
Yeah. I guess you could also do like, cut it in half and just do it like that. Well, I think it would be better if you did it on the ground, but
I mean, you could, those stinky T-posts, just zip tie it.
I think I feel like that might cut into it.
Also, if you've noticed my outfit, I did not know that we were going to be filming today. I also sunburned my arms, and this is the only sun shirt I have. And the reason I have it in the first place is because I got a sunburn, and this is all that Walmart had. And my shorts, well, we got a lot of stuff in storage, and I cut these from sweatpants into shorts one day, and it's also all I have. And then the Crocs, that's just how it is, man. It's hot. So enjoy my outfit, thanks.
Okay, change of plans. We actually have all these little, they're like T-posts, but they're much cheaper and less like thick as a T-post, but we have put them, let me show you, as an extension, so kind of like attached it to the T-post so that we can make the tarp go higher. And you can still sit in a chair if you want to, but you don't have to, you can stand up. And then I just realized that it's a good thing that we put a hold on putting the tarp up, because we need to install the shower before the tarp's up, because it's gonna be too complicated with it up and hot. So let's install that. So we've had this already for our shower, so it's kind of faded and the shower part is very dirty, but we are going to reset it up with the stuff that we're using right now. So we're going to plug a hose up to the part, like the water input, and it comes with this little like fitting so that you can attach a water hose in here. So I'm just going to cover everything in plumber's tape and attach this right here. With the shower part is just already attached. We already did that. And then this is the propane line, and the propane line is going to go on the outside of this fake wall that is not here right now. What's funny is that, so we install stock tank pools, if you haven't heard us say that about a million times. Stock tank pool authority if you want to look us up. But we do all kinds of plumbing things for that, and we actually have used these heaters to heat the stock tank pools. So that's why I know about plumbing tape, and this stuff is like second nature to us now, because we do it all the time. Now I would not say we are professional plumbers, we just do
Plumbing related things.
A lot of plumbing, a lot of the stuff we do kind of relates to each other, which is, it's just funny. We relate to each other but not, you know. The twisty, the part that like twists, it's the female part, is what you're gonna twist on here. And you'll just know because when you put your hose up there, if it's not gonna twist on, then you have the wrong end. But yeah, I'm just gonna twist this on. And this hose is gonna be a designated shower hose, so we won't like unhook this or anything. The plumber's tape underneath it kind of, it makes it more permanent. Like if you take this off, you have to put more plumber's tape on there. So it's not permanent, but you have to redo it if you take the hose off. Alright, so this is gonna be what feeds our shower. This water, we've talked about this before, we actually have a good amount of rainwater collection systems back over there, but this is something that our neighbor let us use some of his her water, and we actually filled this up when we first got here, and we got down to about like here, and we just filled up like last week or a couple days ago. And we previously used other water for showering over there, but now we're going to use this clean water because we had problems. We had like a stock tank that was collecting rainwater, and we would just use that water to shower. But the thing is, it was the sediment was getting into the shower head, and then the water wouldn't come out, and then the heater didn't work as well. So this is going to be good filtered water, and it's going to be better for showering. In order to hook a hose up to this, we have this little piece, and it's this part connects to the IBC tote, and this part is what hooks to the water hose. But it does leak a little bit, so I'm going to put some tape on it, and we'll just leave this on the IBC tote, because if we come over here and we want to get some water for animals or watering the garden or whatever, and we use the water hose for that too, we'll just leave this on.
Nice.
Great. So I was just making sure it wasn't leaking because it had been leaking down here, but it's not. It's great. Also, I wanted to add that if you wanted to use rainwater, you would just need to filter a little better than what we were just taking the water straight out of like an open tank. So, you know, on our bathroom where we're collecting water, we've got like a mesh like fabric that keeps big sediment out. So that's helpful, but really if you could filter, like put just a little filter on your hose, like an RV filter or something like that, that should alleviate that problem. We should probably just do that, period. So we might buy one of those, but yeah, you can use all kinds of water to do this. I just put this piece on here. It's a female piece so that we can hook a water hose onto here. It's actually the pump that we have came with this little hose section, and it's just the male end, and so we got this to be able to hook this up, the water pump up here. And also the water pump we could use if we want to use this water to water the garden. We can use the pump so we can like spray water on the garden. The pump is what needs power, so that's what we will plug into the Jackery. The pump also does use a good amount of electricity. We definitely keep our showers very quick because if you didn't know, showers do use a lot of water, and we are definitely on a kind of limited water supply here. So we do quick showers for electricity and water purposes. You could use a regular generator. We would totally do that. Our generator's pretty far from the shower. If it was more, it's portable, but it's big. We might use that sometimes also. So, but today we're gonna use the Jackery. Testing for leaks. We have a leak. All right. We have a tiny drip, but you know what? It's fine.
We will keep
so
a bucket.
I'll probably go dump this water somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe into our rainwater bucket or something. And we just leave this bucket here. We've been leaving it there for drips so that we don't lose the water and we can actually use it in something, but now it's full. So
we can water a tree with it.
Yes, Casey can go water the tree. One of the trees that we just planted. So the water pump that we have is a non-submersible transfer pump, and I got it at Harbor Freight. We have used actually a different pump that I can link to from Amazon. There are plenty of different pumps you can use, but that's the one we had. And it wasn't too expensive at Harbor Freight. I think it was like $60 maybe, but it's just like a simple little pump that you plug in. You can also buy them if you are living off grid and you're gonna wire like DC power. You can buy them that are wired that way instead of like an AC plug, but this one's a plug-in because that just makes it easier. So we have the water is connected to the IBC tote, to the pump, to the water hose that goes over here and all the way to the water heater. It's time to test the shower. Nothing down here is leaking. It's like 1:15 right now. Nice. Oh my gosh, it's so warm.
Drip down right here.
I know, I'm so ready to take a shower. The shower's working. Everything is good. It's not leaking here. If you have leaks here, you'll want to tighten some stuff up. But yeah, everything's working, so we can put the tarp up now. Alright, this is going for the shower. Just put rocks for the showers instead of it's gonna be messed up because they're not straight. Okay, it's like, and then also
we are cutting the tarp in half because we can, and because obviously it doesn't go around enough, so there's enough if we cut it in half for it to still touch the ground and go around. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Welcome to my very cheap outdoor shower. Come with me. This is MTV Cribs. And first you'll see a T-post on top of a T-post.
We're gonna put a hook here for your towel.
My outdoor shower water heater. And then I'll be like this. Splish, splash, I was taking a bath. And no one can see me.
Yeah, and if there's no door, but as you can see, where she's showering is right over here. So if somebody walked by, which who's gonna be walking by, we live in the middle of nowhere, but no one would see her taking a shower. And it's nice, this is nice because you want to be able to control the temperature because it can get really hot and really cold. So you want to be able to reach this from your shower, but you also don't want to be showering right here in front of it. So I feel like this is gonna work out pretty good.
Yes, it's much more sturdy. The one we had before was like one of those pop-up tents that you can buy, which ours wasn't that cheap. It was like a 2-compartment one, and it was attached to, we had built a little platform for it, which is now our porch. And we had it all strapped down, but it gets super windy around here.
Yeah.
I mean, super windy, and it blew over.
We had a good amount of, you know, use out of that. Only downfall is you're showering in the dirt, so you have to wear shoes. Which that's fine. We don't care about that necessarily.
Yeah.
It'll
get muddy, so
yeah. So we would like to do some kind of like rock or a little platform or something so that you're not getting muddy while you're showering. Yeah. But for now, it'll be great to have this all privately right here. And then the propane tank is out here. I don't know if we said, but the heater runs on propane. Alright, this is what it looks like from the outside, like a big blue box. And it's also among all of our extra materials, of course. But, you know, it just is what it is. You know, if you live off-grid, you know that when you have a designated spot for like a hot shower, no one is going to complain if there is a pile of wood next to it. You're just happy to have that hot shower. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and plug in the pump to see how many watts it takes. The 10 watts is, or 6 to 10 watts is what it takes just to run the AC power. So it runs right at about 215, 220 watts. So if you used it for an hour, that's how many watts it would use. This Jackery is 1,000 watts, so that would be about 22% of its battery. Nobody's gonna be using the shower for an hour. So you're probably looking at maybe like 50 watts per shower. Okay, I have just used this new shower for the first time, and it is awesome. I obviously did not wash my hair. It took a little finagling to get the water right because between, like, the shower head has like 3 different speeds, okay? So it's the shower head that comes with the Camp Lux. And I wouldn't even call them a speed, but it is a speed. It's like one of them's like a full shower and one of them's more like a jet in the middle, and then the second one is like in between the two. And really the in between doesn't really work. And then there's like the full shower and then the more jet, and the more jet one lets more water through, and it's just easier to make the water the right temperature. When it's the full shower, the water just doesn't come through as fast because the holes are smaller, so it's like the tiniest amount of water coming out, like it's barely a mist on your body, and it just, the water's way too hot. So just a tip if you decide to get that. Yeah, it worked out great. There's nothing better than when you've been working outside all day and you're just like kind of sweaty and got a lot of dirt on you. There's nothing better than just being able to take a hot shower, even if you're not washing your hair, but just like cleaning your body and your sweaty face and just washing all of that off. There's nothing better. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, and if you do not follow us, we would definitely love to have you as a subscriber. We post a lot of things about our off-grid homestead life out here on our 5 acres of land. We're also turning this shed into our home. I mean, we live in it, but we're turning it into, you know, a more finished home. So we've got a lot of videos going on and coming in the future about all things off-grid, gardening, shed to home conversions, animals, that kind of stuff. So if you like that stuff, give us a follow. We post a video every Sunday, and sometimes there's a bonus video in the middle of the week. So look out for our next one.